Jonathan Lee with Ignite Music Magazine, and you are?
John Humphrey, drummer for Seether.
Awesome, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
drummer.
man,
I'm a drummer
here.
myself, man.
Yeah.
So where you guys been recently?
Dude, we have been off, actually, on break. We finished the album, the new one. It's coming out May 12th,
Right.
Boys in the Parish, and we finished tracking it in late August, early September. And we kind of just been on break, one of the longest breaks we've ever taken, I think, in the history of the band. 14 years I've been with them, we've never taken that much time off. But we needed to go home, you know.
Rest and re-energize.
Yeah, rest and recoup and enjoy some of that other side of life, our families and whatnot, you know, and get back to it.
Absolutely.
And so last night in Fort Myers was the first show back officially, and we've been here tonight.
Cool. So what do you guys got coming up?
New album coming out, and just a lot of touring, man. You know, we'll do most of the summer, and then we're going to go to Europe September, October.
Okay.
And, you know, anytime Seether puts out an album, man, you can guarantee about an 18-month tour.
Right.
Breaks here and there. But,
Absolutely.
you know, we're out usually for a year and a half. We're a touring band. We're a live band. And,
Right.
and that's what we do, you know.
Cool. So do you guys prefer the bigger festivals? Do you like the bigger festivals, or do you prefer more the smaller, more intimate venues?
Well, I mean, both have their, you know, pros and cons. These are always good because you kind of get to see some bands that you wouldn't otherwise tour with or see, you know. And so it's kind of a reunion for some of these guys, you know, which is a lot of fun for us. Papa Roach and 3 Days Grace. We've known those guys for a year, you know. But these shows are a lot of fun, and then, you know, of course, doing our own headlining show. I guess the only difference would be that, you know, in a headlining show we get to play longer.
Right.
You know, tonight's I think only like 40, 45 minutes. Typically we do like a 75, 90-minute show. So that would be the only difference is, you know, can't play everything we'd like to play, but these are fun too, man.
Right, absolutely. So what's been the most exciting point of your career so far?
There's been a lot of them, man. You know, Sean and Dale, the band, being originally from South Africa, you know, which is, I always say, is like one of the great perks of being in this band is I get to go to South Africa.
Right, no kidding.
You know, and have been about 4 or 5 times now. But we did some huge stadium shows there. Gosh, man, 06 or 07 with Metallica, and that was like, you know, amazing. You know, dream come true to a country that, you know, third world country that doesn't usually get shows like that. So it was a big deal in, you know, in of itself. And then Seether, you know, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, hard rock band to ever come out of that country. You know, so they have a great pride in those guys. And
that's
awesome.
The band,
it's
like a big homecoming.
It's cool. It's a huge
like a second homecoming. Yeah, awesome. So what's been the most challenging part of you guys' career?
I think for me, personally, it's being away from my family. I have kids, I have a wife and kids, and I have to give it total credit to my wife. And, you know, she really is the one who's allowed me to kind of have, you know, my dream here and have both of these, you know, to really...
God bless them.
Yeah, you know, have the kids, have family, have a normal life, and then to be able to do music and the difficulties that come with that, traveling and being gone all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So I really have to give it to her that she kind of allows this to happen. But she's been supportive. We've been together for years, and she kind of knew what she was getting into when she married me.
Right.
She's super supportive, man.
That's killer. And you gotta have that.
You gotta have it.
You gotta have your mind right when you're out on the road.
You can't really be, you know, unfortunately with a woman, it's like, you need to come home. You can't. Why are you gone all the time?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
My wife, God bless her, it's never been like that. You know, she knows that's what the kids know. That's what Dad does. You know.
That's awesome.
It's, you know, they're totally supportive.
Very cool. So, who does most of you guys' writing?
Sean does most of the songwriting. Yeah.
Okay.
We all, you know, do our own parts. You know, as I'm the drummer of the band, and so always, you know, appreciate my input on a song as it's developing. But the melody, lyrics, everything, and for the most part, this new album, it's Sean.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, out of all the songs, do you feel that there's one song that you guys just had to write? Like it's very important. This needs to be put on.
Wow, you know, each song, it's kind of hard to explain. You know, we have really a chemistry. We're on stage or even sound checking, man. You know, a riff will just kind of come out with Sean while he's playing guitar, and we'll all just kind of fall into it. That may be a heavy song, that may be a dirgy kind of thing, or it might be a soft kind kind of laid back, trippy, psychedelic thing, you know?
Right.
It just depends on your mood or emotion. I don't know that we're so methodical that we're going to write this kind of song, but I will say for the new album that's coming out, it's back to the old Seether. It's heavy again, more guitars, and it's, you know, we were, not to say we weren't heavy before, but we did a couple albums with Brendan O'Brien, awesome producer. We learned so much from him. Right. And we took that experience, that, you know, what we learned, and put it into this new album. Sean's produced it, and it's heavy, and it's you know, Seether reclaiming its rock, you know.
Very cool, very cool. So, how has your band evolved and changed over time?
You know, I think hopefully we've gotten better as musicians, you know, honing our craft. Sean with songwriting, of course, he's very, very talented, man. I know I'm in the band with him, but he's just an incredibly talented guy. Lyricist and melodically. So hopefully we've improved, you know, over the years, just, you know, from learning experiences and just life experiences, you know. But I think at the core of it, we're still those same guys that, you know, when we put together our first band, we were in the garage with our buddies, just turning the stuff up loud. Right. You know, that's what it's still about, man.
Absolutely.
You know, it may be on a different level, but, you know, you got to have that,
It's
man.
true to your heart. It's what you guys feel.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, when I'm up there playing and doing my thing, that's when I'm truly, purely honest. You know, I'm doing what I want to do and how I want to do it. I love being in this band.
That's awesome, man. So outside of music, what's been your biggest accomplishment in life?
I would say my family, man.
Yeah?
2 kids. And again, I have to give a lot to my wife, but I would say my family, man.
Awesome.
Very proud.
Awesome. So you just got home. Where's the first place to go eat?
Oh, man, that's good. We have Zarati's. It's a Mexican/Cuban South American restaurant.
Oh,
huge.
that already sounds
Tex-Mex
amazing.
dude. And that's an awesome place. So
Yeah.
I have a couple. When we go home, especially if I've been gone for a long time, there's about a week's worth of restaurants we hit just to get kind of back into it.
Get caught
I call
up.
it comfort food and getting back into the swing of it. But
I hear you.
that would be one, man.
Where's home for you?
I'm from Edmond, Oklahoma, or just right outside of Oklahoma City.
Gotcha. All right. So last question: guilty pleasure music.
Oh, dude, I got a lot of them.
Nice.
Hall & Oates, Journey.
No, you can't be guilty about that.
Yeah,
you don't
man.
love Journey, get out.
That's it, man. Foreigner. I mean, I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up on a lot of that stuff.
Me too.
Cold as Ice, and
Me too.
You know, feels like the first time. I grew up on radio. You know?
You hanging out to watch Def Leppard tonight?
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. I grew up. I was born in '79, so I grew up in the '80s.
Yeah.
So I know what it's like. You know, all the hair bands, Poison, Motley Crue, Metallica. You know, and I still live it to this day. You know, we get it on, we put it on. It's great.
Yeah.
Just loving music, man.
Yeah,
loving
man, that's
music.
it. I saw Def Leppard back in '87, the Hysteria tour.
Oh.
And so this will, you know, man. Yeah, I'm still a fan. I'm
No
a fan.
kidding, right?
You know, you never lose
You
that.
never- no, you
Hell
never
no,
do.
man. So I hope to be on side stage watching them because, you know, you gotta love it. Great songs.
Take it in and learn a little bit.
That's it, man. These guys
been
still doing it
for
after all these years.
How
man.
long now?
Yeah, 35.
Yeah.
You know, maybe almost 40 years.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
It's amazing. All right, so you got anything else you want to get out to the fans? Let the fans know before we kick it off here?
No, that's it, man. Boys in the Parish, new album, May 12th.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
it, brother.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right.